Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Yeah, Cardano also here, currently still following my Elliott wave count. It hasn't really recovered since it came down here to 44.6 cents, yeah, or 44.5. So it hasn't really recovered, indicating, yeah, it is quite a lot of weakness in the chart. Generally across the crypto market, there's quite a bit of weakness at the moment. And there are a few ways, or a couple of ways actually, how we can count this. I did explain that before. At the moment, I still keep here my primary Elliott wave count on the chart, which would indicate that we might now see a little bit of upside here in this wave 4, if then the wave 3 already has come down. So, I mean, what we can be quite certain about is that in this wave count here, we can consider the wave 1 as complete, the wave 2 as complete. The wave 3 might still be ongoing, yeah, and we can count this one here as also a wave 1, 2, 3 possibly. Then the next one would be the wave 4 coming down in a wave 5 to complete the wave 3, then have a larger wave 4 retracement and then come down in a final wave 5. Therefore, I would actually primarily expect still more downside here in this wave 3, which should ideally land at the 1.618 Fib extension. That 1.618 Fibonacci extension of the wave 1 is at around 40.5 cents. So actually I would want that wave 3 to come down here before we move up once more in a wave 4, before we get into that final dip in a wave 5. That last leg here, that wave 5, when that comes down, that should be it. So we have a few things here to point out in that wave count. That wave 5 obviously should come into this orange target area between 22, 23 cents and 35 cents. That is where I see this end relating to the Elliott wave count here overall. As I said, there is a second way of how we can count all of this. And that would indicate, and I said that before, that the wave E here is actually finished only here. So I would need to readjust all of that a little bit, yeah. But here with the wave D, we can readjust all of that a little bit. But wave C, D, E. But so it would look like that. Based on this wave count, what we can see is that if I add those, that this would indicate that only the wave 1 has been done, yeah, and that would have probably been here, I suppose, yeah, wave 1 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the wave 1 is complete, that this here might have already been the wave 2 peak, that we are now in a wave 3, that we move then up in a wave 4 and then come down in a wave 5. In the end, it doesn't matter which one we are following. They are both going to have very similar outcomes and they are both pointing in the same direction. So I'll keep it as it is, just not to confuse everyone. And also because it's currently adhering very well to the one that you can actually see on the chart now, this primary wave count, yeah, that I've had on the chart pretty much since before we started to drop further down. So this for me is still the primary expectation. And yeah, I gave you the target area. Someone commented before, I always say it's going down, but I should tell people when it's going to go up. Well, all I can tell you is that this last leg down here, that should be it. So from here, the price should then reverse to the upside at the latest, yeah. All the way down to 22 cents though is possible in this scenario. And which of these support levels, so either 35 cents, 29 cents or 22 cents, the price will really adhere to. That is what time will tell. That is what we can't say now. That is what we need to see when the price is finally hitting these numbers. So it's still crazy that we actually talk here about a below 30 cent Cardano. But yeah, that is currently what we can see here in the chart, and it will be an interesting weekend. What is an important resistance level here, if we move that a bit higher, is certainly here that previous swing high at 47.8 cents. If we go above that, that will probably unlock prices all the way to 49.3 cents. And when we get above that, that will probably be a bit more of an extended wave up. The whole downward trend here would be invalidated above 50 6 cents pretty much, yeah. But at the moment we keep it here as it is, yeah, and it's looking good so far. There is a lot of downward pressure. We've made new swing lows. The downtrend is at play. We can probably even draw a descending trend line here, as you can see. So even that would enable us to move a little bit higher here before we break out of it. And probably that is even a channel that we can draw here. And maybe that will become something like a descending wedge or something. So in which we are currently trading here, very interestingly. So that is something to keep an eye on. But then overall, yeah, we should bottom out soon here, generally across the market. But there might be one last capitulation dip. So this week, a lot of the altcoins have really been hammered down again. But it's not yet, I think, there. And because I always get the questions, what would be the target in the next larger wave up? Well, it would be the 1.618 FIB extension here. So it would need to mean that we make actually a new all-time high, and then we can get to $4.40 at least. That would be the minimum target, the 1.618 FIB extension in a wave 3. So overall here we had a wave 1 that peaked back in May 21, and we're now in a wave 2, probably not yet complete. Now moving up in a wave 3 as soon as the correction is over. Now, I said before that because all of these altcoins and Bitcoin, they have actually reached all their higher level target areas. So also here, Cardano reached its yellow target area. That's the higher level for the higher level wave count, the overall target area. Because these have been reached pretty much for all the altcoins that I'm covering, and any point in time the price could reverse to the upside. Yeah, therefore I'm following really the smaller wave counts at the moment very clearly, just so that we have an understanding and we can see as soon as the price is going to reverse to the upside. And someone asked me, this peak here, is it actually possible that this is part of the wave B? Because wave 1 here, then coming down in a wave A, moving up in a wave B, and coming down in a wave C to complete that wave 2 in which we currently are. Yes, an overshooting wave B is absolutely possible. Bitcoin did the same. Very hard to detect, very hard to identify. Yeah? But in the end, this is what Cardano did. Okay, so that is currently my view here about Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. And yeah, if you really like the content, then maybe you want to join as a channel member, where you can get access to the Telegram live chat groups, the Discord server, and the weekly live stream. Tomorrow is one more live stream. Yeah, every Sunday we do that at 1700 UTC. And yeah, have a great weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.